My wife, I'll wait till a few of you get on since we're 100% live. Just having a good time on Thanksgiving. Hey, we got somebody watching. Feel free to ask me. We are 100% live. There's no delay. I'm putting the puzzle together on this Thanksgiving day. We got all of the edges. And my wife happened to get me the coolest damn gift. So my wife and I, we don't like exchange birthday gifts or Christmas gifts or anything like that. We don't do that. We just, when we see a gift for each other, we just give it to each other. And she got this gift, and I know I'm gonna get one for my in-laws, but it's a puzzle board. And check this out, it's got drawers in it. So like when we were putting this together, she separated it by colors, and this thing is huge, this 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. And but you could separate the colors and then put them in each different drawer. And yeah, so we're working on blue right now. I'm really fucking baked. This morning my wife says to me, she says, why don't you go to the weed shop? I'll smoke a joint with you. Or she says, do you have any joints? And I'm like, no, I don't, because I'm down to smoking like once a week or whatever. And she goes, why don't you go to the weed store and I'll smoke a joint with you? So of course I laughed right away. I just got back, smoked a big fat doob. So I'm really baked right now. And I figured, fuck it, go live for you guys. So any questions you guys have, ask away on this Thanksgiving day. Other than that, I'm just jamming to some Pandora music, and just sitting here on Thanksgiving. I'm trying to live my best life, you know. I will tell you, the one thing that's missing is my kid, but that's not my decision, that's hers. This house is falling apart. How are you guys doing this Thanksgiving? Where's everybody tuning in from? Let me know. And are you celebrating Thanksgiving with your family, or is your family far away? I am fortunate enough. And what kind of traditions do you guys have? I'll tell you guys one tradition we have. We go around the table after Thanksgiving and mention what we're thankful for that year. And it changes from year to year. So, like, my brother, the one that, Flounder, that's going to be coming up with us on a trip pretty quickly here. One year, it was during the first year of COVID, he tore his femoral artery. His kneecap got dislocated and tore his femoral artery. And he saw something like, I don't know, 30 different doctors. He was in the hospital for 54 days during COVID, where no one could come visit him. And I think 30 different doctors said, I've never seen anybody survive this. You know, most people, if you cut your femoral artery, it's one of your 4 major arteries, you bleed to death. And so yeah, that year we were all thankful that my brother Kevin Flounder, who's been on a few vlogs, was still with us, and I'm happy he's still with us today, because that would have really sucked. All right, would you recommend playing Big O live to someone who's only played it online? Yeah, I mean, the thing that you're going to find out on Big O live versus online, Big O's particularly, people tend to play a little bit tighter because they're getting the same amount of hands that they would get in No Limit Hold'em, so they don't get bored. What you find in live that's very different is because instead of getting 60 hands an hour, you're getting like 25 hands an hour, depending on how good your dealer is. No, you're not even getting 25 hands an hour. You're getting 32 hands an hour. You usually get about 2 orbits, so about 30 hands an hour. People get bored, so they start opening up their range just out of natural boredom. You know, they'll call with like 7, 7, 8, 8, 9 flop top set of 7s and be like, I'm going to stay married to this hand. Smokelahoma, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. All right, nice. Arkansas and Oklahoma. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know Scotty Wynn plays the 25-25 every once in a while. I think in the Arkansas, no, it's the Oklahoma casino. I think it borders, does it border Texas? I think it's Choctaw. I can't remember, but I know he plays 25-25 there every once in a while. Hello, where are you now? Oh, I am in Scandia, Michigan, currently for Thanksgiving. Yeah, putting this puzzle together, so. I get ace pre-flop, but flop SPR is 1.5 to 2. It is hard to play when people donk one bet and you just have pure overpair. Well, it also depends on, you know, how draw heavy is the board, what your other 2 cards are besides pocket aces as well. I should have grabbed some water. Honey, can you grab me a big jug of water? Actually, I might have. I'll just wait till she comes up here. But yeah, as far as pocket aces in Omaha, it becomes really player dependent. And it also depends if you're talking cash versus tournaments, because in tournaments, probably less likely to call it off because you can't add any more chips. You know, depending on what part of the tournament it is. You know, now obviously if the flop's like Queen 7 Deuce Rainbow and somebody like pots it into you, it's like, what the fuck are they doing? They have to have something here, right? But if the flop is like Deuce 7-8 with 7-8 of hearts, you know, that's when you can start saying, this is draw heavy. Is he the type of person that he or she that's going to do that? To bet that way, you know, are they loose? Do they like to gamble? You know, if you have a tighter image, are they taking advantage of your tighter image? That's the other question you need to ask. If somebody thinks that you're tight, so signals that you're tight might be that they're 3-betting you all the time. Every time you raise, they 3-bet you. They could also bluff into you, so they're signaling that they're tight. So, or you know that they think you're a tight player. If somebody's doing that and they're targeting you, you have to counteract that. Meaning that you might want to call a little bit lighter than you normally would. Do you pay tax, and what is your job when I say to the government? That's a tax-related question. It varies. How much tax for a person in general in the USA? You know, I know if you're from some European countries, they do like a 30% tax. But yeah, as a professional gambler in the United States, you have to fill out like a professional gambler's form. I can't remember what the form is off the top of my head, but my tax returns tend to be really long and lengthy. Because we have so many expenses. I mean, we travel 200 days out of the year. You know, if you figure you pay, say, $15 an hour to play poker, you're paying literally $30,000 a year of rake, of money that comes out of your stack before you break even. So that's an expense as well. I don't know if you can write off rake expense. I guess that's something I would ask a trusted CPA. I know I'm not legally allowed to give any kind of tax advice, nor would I ever want to. God, I hate taxes. You just reminded me taxes are coming up. Thanks. I think my Thanksgiving day was just ruined now. No, I'm just giving you shit. But yeah, taxes are a headache to me. And I got a lot of shit scheduled in January. God, now I'm thinking about it. That means I got to get my taxes done in December, and I'm going to be in Vegas for 2 weeks in December. If I tour, do I pay tax 20% on the price? I think it depends on what country you're from. Again, I can't give legal tax advice, but I know from talking with European friends, they say a lot of times it's negative EV for them to play tournaments because if they win, they have to pay a different tax. Might have been like 30% is what's ringing in my mind. Again, don't take my word on this. I can't give you any tax advice. But yeah, I think it's 30%. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's fucking huge. That's why, like, when Europeans, like, think about it. You play the main event. You buy in for 10 grand. You min cash. It used to be min cash was like 15K. You got taxed 30%. Oh, I min cash and made $500 on a 10K buy-in. Go fuck yourself. No, but now they've changed it to where it's twice the amount. So that's a little bit better. You know, buy into the main event. If you min cash for 20K, they're gonna tax you 30% of that. So there goes 6K right off the top. Do I pay tax? Oh, fuck yeah, I pay taxes. Now, if I have a year that's not profitable, then I can declare a loss and then I don't have to pay taxes. I think that's accurate, but again, I can't give legal tax advice. It's so odd on Thanksgiving Day that you'd be asking me tax questions, but now I just realized, again, I got to do taxes like in the next 30 days. Fuck, I'm gonna be busy. Like, oh man, I'm glad I'm stoned right now realizing that. Are you going to be at the meetup game coming next week at the Venetian with Wayne? Yes, as a matter of fact, officially and unofficially, it's both of our meetup games, and that's a great question, Rob. I'm so glad that you asked that. And what do I mean by that? It means that the contract is legally with Wayne because I am a convicted felon, and I give advice on what should be marketed to Wayne and Tommy, and I don't get paid for it. So the contract's technically with Wayne. That's why you don't see my face on any of the literature, but that's why you see me there every time. Because the contract's with Wayne, because I'm a convicted felon. But that's okay, because, you know, it gives me a little bit more leniency in my creative mind. So, for example, the one video that I posted that had no commentary from me and it was just all table talk, it gave me the ability to have that creativity where with a contract I don't think I would be able to do that. Maybe I would, I don't know. Tax for you, do you legal to subtract the cost and expend before tax? I'm not sure I know your question. I'm looking for a purebred Shih Tzu male and female, not related. Hi, Rhonda. What is the weather in LA in July? Pretty hot and sticky. You know, like 90 degrees, so Celsius. I think that's like 30, 35 degrees Celsius. I saw people wear jackets and blaze. Is that so cold? Not in July, no. July, it's going to be hot and sweaty balls in LA. And also, one thing I'm going to tell you about LA. LA is very notorious where people will lie to you and fuck you over and steal and cheat. So, and I don't know this from personal experience, okay? But if you're going to LA, it's really consistent that you'll hear somebody be like, oh yeah, I played at a home game, blah, 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 and then I just got stiffed like 15 grand. And then it's just like, fuck you. You know, and even if you like listen to former poker pro, now retired, or maybe he's coming back, Garrett Adelstein, you know, he said that he got cheated like $100,000 at a home game where he flopped the king high flush and his opponent had the ace high flush each time and the dealer was in on it, and it was over $100,000, and he was like, I eventually got that back because he caught the guy cheating. Like, whoa, that's just fucking bizarre. Because up here in the, you know, in the country area, we'd take somebody behind the shed and fucking bury him. I wouldn't personally, but I'm sure a lot of people would. What is the okay? I saw people wear jacket. Okay, we got that. Do I have kids? I have a child. I have a 20-year-old. That's what I was saying that was missing here this Thanksgiving. Is that USA children get free school fee? I'm not sure what that question means. Not sure what that means, honestly. So clarify. I hope I can come to Las Vegas. You know, Las Vegas it's got its ups and downs. Where are you coming from, PLO4? Yeah. I'm not sure. Plus, I'm really stoned right now. What is the conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit? Is it like add 32? It's what, multiply by 2.2 and then add 32? Is that correct? Yeah, that's because 10 degrees Celsius, you would multiply 2.2 and then add 32. 1.8. Okay, see, I knew it's out there somewhere, that conversion rate. I'm just stoned right now, so I'm not gonna pretend like I know what it is. Just guessing. We're putting together this puzzle. I'll show you guys what it is, this 1,000-piece puzzle. What time is it anyways? I think I'm working on the leopard right now. So we've got a panda, what is that, a bear, a gorilla, a leopard, a tiger, and a lion. So I'm working on the blue stuff. Is it 1:21? Our first dinner's at 1:30, so this is going to be shortly the end once I make my wife realize what time it is. You have 8 kids, a lot of students to teach poker. Cool father. Thanks, I try to be. Take it easy today. Enjoy the puzzle. See you next week. All right, 300-pound canary brother. I will see you next week. I fly out 6 days from now. Dun, 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 dun. Now I got to let the wife know that it's time to go. First dinner's at 1:30. You know what I asked her? I said, is that 1:30 real time or is that 1:30 Jolene time? Because there's 2 different time zones that exist in this universe, and Jolene time means 1:30 is more like 2. But I am going to go to Thanksgiving dinner. There we go. Got that last piece in that I wanted. So this is where we're at so far on the blue. All right, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Take it easy. Peace.